How you doing, guys? Jim from Red Eye Racing. Sorry it's been a long time since we talked. The Red Eye turbo build is finally, the turbo work is done. We're on our way over to True Street to go check it out. We'll have some video today. It came out unbelievable. I'm sure you guys have seen on redeye.racing on my Instagram page. I try to get as many photos as possible up there. The build just looks absolutely sick. Can't wait to start it, get a cold start and see how that exhaust sounds. But really now this is where the work comes in. It is now the end of February and we have a lot of work done left to the car. I have a huge list here that me and Jim will be going over. Yikes. So now that the turbo work is done, we have to do all the other things that we were looking to do to the car. So, I'm hoping the car will be done by the 20th of March. As you guys know, March 25th, we have a race in Orlando. That's the first race of the season. And that's the race that we have to make. So just to go over a couple of things that are left to do on the car. Now that the turbos are in, we got to run all the oil lines to the turbos. We got to put the coilover shocks in. Now we got to gut really the entire interior. We got to take out all the wiring. We got to delete the AC. We got to delete the ducts. We got to delete the heating system. We got to delete the nav, all the wiring that it goes along with that. And then we have to put in the Holley wiring. We're gonna have to have a new cluster. The cluster is gonna be to start the car, turn on the fuel pumps, roll up the windows. I mean, we're still gonna have a lot of things that are still gonna work on the car. It's not gonna be a complete gut. I want the doors to lock, windows to go up, stuff like that. We have to mount the new 12.3-inch Holley screen. And I'm hoping that we can fit that in where we have the mile-per-hour cluster right now. We're going to try to see if we can custom fit it somehow and make that fit. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but we'll figure that out. We have to delete the old gas tank. And then we got to put in the new 8-gallon gas tank in the trunk. We got to run the new fuel lines for that gas tank. We have a removable steering wheel this year. Just getting in and out of the car is it's really a pain in the ass, especially with the roll bar. And next year when we get the certification for the 750 cage, it's going to be even harder to get out of the car. So, the steering wheel coming off is going to be really cool. We're going to have the 2-step button on that. We're also going to have the trans brake button on that. We also have to figure out, since we're taking the power steering and all the stuff off at the front, they're going to have to make a custom bracket because I just can't do non-power steering. So they're going to figure out a way to give me power steering. So we're doing a fire suppression system. So out comes the nitrous bottles, but in comes some safety. We're probably going to be doing, 180 miles an hour plus going in the quarter, which, we're going to have to start pulling the chute for real this time. And I have to have some more safety in the car. So we're going to have a fire suppression system that's in the engine bay. We're going to have nozzles that are going to be underneath my legs in the compartment here to protect me. I got away with, only running my jacket last year, but now this year we're going to have to do the whole kit and caboodle. It's going to be hot, but I have the cold air system, so I can't complain anymore about how hot it is in the car. The cold air system really helps. I might get the cold air system for the pants too, which would be pretty cool. The handle that we have in the old place, we have the handle down by the seat. That was just something where we just wanted to put it there, not really thinking that I was ever going to pull it. But now we're going to run a bar going across the top of the roll cage, and we're going to have it about right here, so it's realistic that I can pull it every time going down. That's something that I'm going to have to get used to. We got Lexan windshield, and we got a Lexan rear window that has to go in. We still got to drill the holes in the bumper for the turbos and make some kind of, duct to go to the turbos, and then also figure out if I'm ever going to drive it on the street, how we can put some filters on the turbos. So those are all the things that absolutely have to get done for the car to make it to the March 25th event. Now, there's other things that we have on the car that we don't know if we're going to be able to get on it in time. We still got to dyno the car. We still got to make sure everything runs. We're really hoping to get in Florida earlier that week. I think we're going to rent out Bradenton, I hope, like Wednesday or Thursday of that week, and get some test hits in there. Jim assures me this is not the Wild Coyote Acme Rocket. But I certainly don't want to have to go into competition at 30 pounds of boost and never know what that feels like, and hold on tight. We definitely don't want to do that. So, we want to gradually walk our way into this turbo stuff, because unlike the supercharger cars, when you let off the gas in a supercharger car, you know what you got. And if it blows the tires off, it's really not a big deal. You're at the 60-foot mark. You're not really going fast. These turbo cars don't really hit full boost until like the 1,000-foot mark. And when they hit, 30 pounds of boost, whatever the hell we're going to be running, and you start spinning the tires at the 1,000-foot mark, you're going over 100 miles an hour, and that's going to be, a little bit more to control. So we want to kind of be smart with this. So the other things that we had to do, I did get the carbon fiber doors. I did get the carbon fiber roof. I did get the carbon fiber deck lid. People are probably going to ask me if I got the carbon fiber hood. We didn't go with that because, believe it or not, the fiberglass hood that comes on the car is only 2 pounds heavier than the carbon fiber roof. And, to spend $3,000 on a carbon fiber roof, which, I am not going to leave carbon fiber. I mean, I don't think, my F8 green and black go together, so we're painting everything F8 green. I mean, I want the car to look as stock as humanly possible. So I would have painted over the hood anyway, so if I'm going to paint over it, I'll take the 2 pounds. We're going to have to remove the sunroof, and then put the carbon fiber roof on, and that means body shop. There are certain things that, we're not going to be able to do at True Street, and that's some of the stuff. I mean, we can put all the windows in the doors and hang the doors and do that. But, when it comes to paint work, it's going to have to go to the body shop. They got to peel the roof off in order to get the carbon fiber roof on there. I don't know if we're going to have that all done by then. I saw someplace too, we're gonna get another set of skinnies in the front. I think I ran 2 years with the skinnies that are on there right now, and apparently you're only supposed to run 1 or 2 seasons with the skinnies. It's just like it's another like little safety thing. I mean, they don't really cost a lot of money, so we're all into safety. And then we got to drop the oil, we got to drop the tranny fluid, got to drop the rear end fluid, replace all of that, replace the plugs, and get the car ready for race season. I'm really excited for race this year. I think we're gonna break a lot of records, but I'm not really a record kind of guy. I mean, I want to go to the Modern Street Hemi Series, and I want to dominate, and I want to win. We don't do it for the money, but I think the bragging rights is when you win. Brian Carter is the reigning champion in the 850 class, in the heavyweight class. So, he's going to have a target on his back. He's the guy that we're coming for. He's going to have to defend his belt, and we're going to do everything we can to take it from him this year. But yeah, I mean, we'll break records. I mean, I think, the way the car will be in the 7s somewhere. But it's going to take a while to get a handle on the car. I mean, just because we threw 2 big turbos in the car and, lighten it up a whole bunch, doesn't necessarily mean that adds to track. I mean, that all goes to tuning and being able to run the car at the track properly, making sure we can get the power to the ground. I mean, it's a little bit easier with turbos to get the power to the ground, but I'm sure we're going to have some growing pains. But, I got the best team in the world, AJ and Jim, and, I couldn't ask for anybody better than that. I mean, we'll have this thing figured out, and let me tell you, once we do have this thing figured out, forget it. I mean, I think we're going to light the world on fire. Really hoping, I'm really looking forward to some nighttime racing with that crazy exhaust we got going on the two-step. You know, I hope we get flames coming out. I mean, I just think for some photo opportunities, it's going to be pretty sick. You know, I saw a lot of guys. I mean, the Modern Street Hemi series is getting really fast. You know, over this winter, you know, the guys all in Texas, you know, kept on breaking records. It seemed like every day, you know, somebody was breaking a record. You know, they had great DA, you know, negative 1,500, negative 2,000 DAs, and, you know, they were really, you know, setting the bar kind of high. And then AJ goes down with his car, his Charger, and he kind of just silences everybody with a 7-second run on a Charger. You know, we also have Ken's car this year. Ken's car is AJ's old car, which is the black one. You know, he decided to put the 3.0 Whipple in that car. You know, that thing is really light. That thing runs on cruise control. And then you got Jim's twin turbo Jeep. You know, we're going to be tough to beat this year. I mean, you know, HHP and all those guys are pounding their chest. And I don't know, man. I think we're going to have all our cars are going to be close to 7 seconds. So it's going to be pretty tough. I mean, I'm hoping we can get, you know, the red eye down another 400 pounds. I'm hoping that we can get the car to like 4,000 pounds without me in it. You know, I'm about 245 now. I lost about 60 pounds. So I did my my job in the off season, losing some weight. So I'm hoping that we can run like 4,200 and then you know, and then put some weight where we need to have it. In the heavyweight class, you know, put weight where we actually want it. That would be a good problem to have, because running the car at almost 4,800 pounds last year was definitely not the smartest thing in the world. So yeah, so looking forward to it. On our way, we'll be there like in an hour, and I will have plenty of videos and everything. And man, it's gonna be so cool to see this car. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll be making videos as many times as I can. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. I'm starting to step up on my subscribers. I appreciate you all for watching. You know, if you got any questions, you know, one of the things that I always tell everybody on my Instagram too, you know, you have a question, I answer everyone. You know, that's my promise to you, and I'll answer everyone personally. I'm a one-man show anyway, so please send me your comments. I'll get back to you. If there's anything that you would like to see that I don't have on, please let me know, and I will try to get that on there. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.